Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here for Erica Rose today, featuring a cut file called Moments Captured. This cut file is available in the Erica Rose shop. I will link down below. It was designed by Ashley Horton of the Cut Shop, and I'm pairing it with the Bea Valent Pear and Poppy collection that I've had in my stash for a while. I've used it a few times, and I thought this might be a fun opportunity for a travel-themed layout. And so here is the cut file that I've cut out, and I've also cut out the letters to back the words on the cut file. I also printed out a photo from our trip to Gatlinburg back in 2019. This is from specifically Pigeon Forge and Dollywood, and are for in front of one of the Dollywood signs. And so a couple of notes about how I approached the cut file first, and then we'll get into the process. When I first cut this file out, I cut it from plain cardstock, and the lens pieces, which are kind of the diagonal shaped pieces, looked a little plain when cut from solid cardstock. So I decided to cut the file from a pattern paper from the Pear and Poppy collection and back it with a B-side of another one of the pattern papers. And the paper that I used to back the letters with is a yellow frame with a white scalloped border in the center. So it gave those letters a nice little scallop and a contrasting yellow and white inside that letter. So, what I'm going to do first here, you can see I've pulled out a set of watercolors. I just got these for Valentine's Day from my husband. They're the Grobby 100 color palette. I'm not affiliated with them. My husband purchased it for me as a gift. And so this is a great opportunity to use that. I'm playing with the purples specifically in this watercolor, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I used a fan-shaped brush and just sprayed water onto those purple colors to get the fluidity that I needed in order to make those paint splatters. And you probably noticed too how I did a little sample paint splatter before starting out, just to see how they worked. And I'm absolutely delighted. I love this paint palette. So a little plug for them, on unpaid sponsorship for them. I'm always in the mood for a new watercolor palette. I love them. I collect them. They're just always fun, and they're just a great way to add a little something to a very plain background. So once I've got the splatters down on my background, I'm setting that to the side and letting it dry, and going ahead and adhering the alphabets to the back of the cut file. And one thing that's interesting about this cut file is that it's in 4 different pieces. And then the cut file itself shows a heart in the middle. And as you saw, I cut my photo in a hexagon shape to repeat that, to repeat the shape that's inside the cut file. And one of the reasons I did that was because I felt like it allowed a little bit more real estate for the photo, especially since there are 4 lovely people in my photo. Okay, so moving now into putting the layout together. Everything is ready to go here. Yay! I'm going to go ahead and place everything before I glue it down, just to make sure that I get it as close to centered as possible. I'm not the kind of person that needs it to be perfect or anything, but I think I've got it set pretty well. And then I'm gonna pop up the photo here using foam tape, my nemesis. And then I debated for a minute about whether to pop up the cut file, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it with regular tape runner adhesive and let it remain flat on the background paper. And sometimes you just keep it simple. I think I was not in the place to deal with the foam tape today, but it does look really nice. It gives the photo a little bit more priority on the page and lets it stand up a little bit. And it will also give an opportunity to tuck embellishments behind it when I'm ready to get to that place. All right, once I've got those all glued down, it's time to have a little fun. So what I'm going to do is kind of go through the embellishments that I have from this collection. I think what I did back when I purchased this collection, it's been a while now, but I think what I did was I purchased the pack of thinner die cuts. They're a thinner paperweight. And then also something kind of funny, I kept noticing that some of these pieces have almost like a coating and they are in fact vellum stickers. Some of the floral embellishments are like vellum stickers. I'm not going to use them that way. I'm going to use them just as regular ephemera. But in case you were wondering that, I forget what the product was called. It's designed for, I feel like it's designed more for like traveler's notebook people. It's just a thinner weight paper. This is one of the vellum stickers. But again, I'm using it as a normal embellishment, mostly because I think if I were to try to put, sort of opaque florals on top of an already busy pattern paper, they would get a little bit lost. So I do want them to stand out a little bit. Here's some of the things that I pulled to add to the layout. One, the hello word. I don't know if you really need a title since the cut file is supposed to serve as the title, but I also feel like the cut file serves more as a background where the hello is going to, at least once it's adhered down, it's going to stand out and it's going to kind of speak out to you from the layout, whereas the cut file is the background. So I'm going to back that first off. I want to use the hello word at the lower right-hand corner of the photo. So I backed that with a tree and the little yellow floral. And I popped up the hello with foam dots. And then I also, at the opposite corner, in the upper left-hand corner, following the line of the splatters, and following the line of the first letter of both words, the M of the memories and the C of the captured. So that's my diagonal line here. And so at that upper left-hand corner, I used that little black and white floral, and I'm also adding another few elements there to form a little cluster on that corner as well. The labels in this collection are really super nice. They're generously sized. So, this is my pretty standard go-to these days. I usually put my journaling just directly underneath the title. In this case, the secondary title, I don't know, primary title. And so I think that looks really nice. It's also repeating the purple that's in that pattern paper. I've gone to grab my date stamp here and went to figure out, like, where do I want to put the date stamp? Do I want to use a label? It seems a little big for that space. So I'm going to just go out on a limb here and make my own little spot here. I don't know if this works or not. There are a couple of these big bows. They're really pretty. There's a pattern paper that's just the bows in this collection. But what I've done is cut 2 little tails from the pink and the mint green bow here and adhered them down here at the bottom right hand corner. And then I'm going to stamp my date on top of that. Let me know if you think that works. I'm going to add some little puffy stickers and enamel dots to it as well. So I think it's kind of cute. It's something different that I never really, I don't know. But at any rate, that's what we're doing here with our paper crafting. We're experimenting and trying different things. Speaking of enamel dots and puffy stickers, there's a pack of adorable puffy stickers, this pack of enamel dots, and look, they make a flower with the little floral embellishment and the leaf embellishment. So that was really cute. And then with the funny little banner for the date, I added the 2 little heart enamel dots and a flower enamel dot. And then the little puffy banner at the top to tie that embellishment cluster in with the top layer of embellishments. And so that looks really, really cute. And there's just a couple of other little like hearts and flowers here that I'm going to add around the page at different places, you know, just having fun with it and adding a little bit more dimension here, a little bit more to tell this story and to help you park a little bit longer on the layout to take in all of these details. Another thing I'm going to do, again, following the line of the ink splatters or watercolor splatters, I'm going to add a few little things at the top, above the O. So there are some splatters there. And so I feel like it could use a couple of little, cute little details there. So I'm adding a little flower and a couple of little hearts. And then I'm going to consider this layout done. Thank you so much for watching. I will have links to the cut file down below for you. And as always, I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.